Have you thought about the power you hold to shape heaven on new earth? Amid the vast expanse of your existence, every thought and action cast ripples across the cosmos, granting you the power to manifest heaven on earth. These are not whims of fancy, but 7 immutable laws, principles you can wield to sculpt your reality. The first law is the law of oneness and healing, which underscores the profound interconnectedness of all life. It posits that by healing oneself, you are actively participating in the healing of the entire universe. This principle is not abstract. It is as tangible as the air you breathe and as personal as your own heartbeat. It rests on the understanding that each individual is a microcosm of the larger cosmos, and every step you take toward your wellness resonates throughout the fabric of existence. To engage with this principle, you must adopt a practice of holistic health that honors both your physical and spiritual well-being. This action transcends conventional health paradigms that often focus solely on the body. Instead, holistic health involves nurturing your spirit through practices like meditation, mindfulness, and meaningful social connections, alongside physical nourishment and exercise. This integration ensures that every aspect of your being is aligned and harmonized, promoting a profound inner and outer wellness. The outcome of living by the law of oneness and healing is transformative. As you nurture your own health, you become a vessel of healing, radiating wellness and balance into your environment. This is not merely a metaphorical influence, it's a palpable, powerful ripple effect. Consider how your personal energy affects those around you. When you are centered and peaceful, your presence can calm a tense room. When you are joyful and vibrant, your energy can lift the spirits of those in your vicinity. Furthermore, this law challenges you to consider your own health as an integral thread in the health of your community and, by extension, the world. Every choice you make about your diet, exercise, and spiritual practice doesn't just affect you. It influences your family, friends, and even the larger community through the example you set and the energy you project. When you choose organic, locally sourced food, for instance, you're supporting sustainable agriculture which benefits the earth. When you practice regular meditation, you reduce your own stress levels, which in turn can decrease the collective stress energies within your community. Therefore, the law of oneness and healing invites you to see yourself as a crucial participant in the universe's well-being, empowered to enact change, starting from within. Welcome this law with the seriousness and devotion it deserves. View each act of self-care as a ritual, a sacred rite that not only sanctifies your own body and spirit, but also consecrates the world around you. By doing so, you transform your personal journey of health into a powerful act of service, healing the world one breath, one heartbeat at a time. The second law is the law of bodily wisdom, which holds that your body is not merely a vessel for your spirit, but a sophisticated conduit of spiritual messages and paths. It teaches that every sensation, every pulse of discomfort or spark of vitality has profound significance, whispering secrets of your deeper self and the universe at large. In this law, your body serves as an oracle, offering guidance that, if heeded, can lead you toward greater understanding and spiritual ascension. To truly engage with this principle, you must cultivate a deep, attentive listening to your body's signals. This action goes beyond mere physical awareness. It requires a tuning in to the subtle languages your body speaks. For instance, consider the tension that gathers at your neck after long hours of work, not merely as a sign of physical strain, but as a cue to seek balance and restorative practices. Or reflect on the surge of energy you feel when engaged in a passion project, as an affirmation of your soul's alignment with its purpose. Each ache, each ease within your body is laden with information, guiding you towards or warning you away from choices and paths. The outcome of practicing the law of bodily wisdom is a profound recognition of the body's guidance as a direct pathway to spiritual ascension. When you learn to interpret and honor these messages, you align more closely with your spiritual path. Your body becomes a compass pointing towards health and wholeness, guiding you through the physical world in ways that nurture your spiritual growth. This alignment is not coincidental, but is a designed aspect of your being, meant to ensure that you live not in conflict with your physical form, but in harmony with it. This law empowers you to trust the physical sensations and intuitive nudges as legitimate and vital communications from the universe. It teaches that physical symptoms or discomforts are often manifestations of unresolved emotions, spiritual misalignments, or the need for personal growth. For example, recurring physical discomforts can sometimes reflect unresolved stress, the need for emotional healing, or the necessity to remove oneself from toxic situations or relationships. Embracing this law involves more than passive acceptance. It requires active exploration and a commitment to respond thoughtfully to your body's wisdom. It challenges you to see each physical experience as an opportunity to deepen your spiritual understanding and connection. Therefore, begin each day with a moment of stillness, a space to check in with your body, to ask it openly what it needs, and to listen genuinely for its responses. Treat this practice with the reverence of a sacred ritual, for in doing so you honor not only your physical form but the spiritual essence that animates it. This respectful dialogue between body and spirit is where true healing and spiritual growth flourish, guiding you ever upward on your path to ascension. The third law is the law of love and shadow, which asserts that to truly understand love, you must accept its full spectrum, including its darker aspects. Love, in its purest form, is not only composed of joy and light, but also of pain and shadow. These complexities are what give love its profound power and depth, shaping your experiences and growth in ways that superficial happiness cannot. To engage with this principle, you must take the courageous step of accepting and exploring the shadows cast by love. This means acknowledging that sometimes love can lead to disappointment, misunderstanding, and heartache. For example, consider the pain of a lost relationship not just as a wound, but as a profound part of your emotional evolution. It is through experiencing and accepting these darker moments that love's true nature is revealed. The shadows are not aberrations, but integral parts of the landscape of love, contours that add depth and definition to its bright heights. The action required here is a deliberate exploration of these shadows. This exploration involves delving into your emotional responses, understanding your vulnerabilities, and recognizing the lessons hidden within painful experiences. It requires a robust introspection that many might shy away from, but is essential for those seeking wisdom in love's true nature. Engage with your feelings without judgment, allowing yourself to feel deeply and fully, even when those feelings are uncomfortable or painful. The outcome of this practice is a deeper, more rounded understanding of love's role in personal growth. By accepting love in its entirety, you recognize that every experience of love, whether joyous or painful, carries valuable insights. This holistic approach allows you to appreciate the full dimensionality of love, enhancing your emotional resilience and capacity for empathy. You come to see that the shadows of love, much like the dark side of the moon, are essential to its whole, providing balance and depth that enrich your emotional universe. Moreover, this law teaches that accepting the complexities of love leads to a profound personal transformation. You develop a greater strength and understanding of human nature, which in turn fosters deeper relationships built on genuine connection and mutual respect. Your ability to handle love's complexities becomes a testament to your emotional maturity and spiritual depth. Thus, let the law of love and shadow guide you to not only seek love's light, but also to venture into its shadows with courage and openness. In doing so, you gain not only a deeper understanding of love itself, but also of yourself and the human condition. This journey through love's entire spectrum is where true growth happens, and where you learn to love not just with your heart, but with your whole being. The fourth law is the law of freedom from suffering, which declares that true liberation is achieved not merely through the avoidance of discomfort, but through transcending worldly attachments and the inherent suffering they bring. This profound principle challenges you to look deeply into the nature of your attachments, both to pain and pleasure, recognizing them as the primary sources of life's suffering. To engage with this transformative law, you must first cultivate a heightened awareness of your everyday attachments. Consider how each craving, whether for emotional security through relationships, material wealth, or even fleeting pleasures, ties you to a cycle of dependency and dissatisfaction. These attachments, though seemingly fulfilling, often lead you on a precarious dance with happiness, one that is invariably punctuated by periods of inevitable suffering. The action required here is not simple abstinence, but a thoughtful detachment, a mindful separation that allows you to experience life's offerings without becoming ensnared by them. This practice of detachment involves observing your responses to both pain and pleasure without letting them define or dominate your state of being. For example, when you experience professional success, rather than becoming overly attached to the accolades, you appreciate them but remain equanimous, aware that such successes are transient. Similarly, during times of emotional distress or failure, instead of spiraling into despair, you maintain a composed awareness, recognizing these as passing phases of the human experience. The outcome of mastering the law of freedom from suffering is the attainment of a blissful state of freedom, where you are no longer a puppet pulled by the strings of your desires and aversions. This enlightened state allows you to make choices that are truly free, decisions that are aligned with your deepest values and not dictated by fleeting emotions or external pressures. It is here, in this state of liberated existence, that you experience the profound peace and joy that is not contingent on circumstances, but is a reflection of your true inner self. This law empowers you to live with a radical authenticity and courage. Free from the chains of attachment, you are able to pursue a life that is genuinely yours, one not crafted by societal expectations or personal insecurities. You become capable of loving more freely, working more passionately, and living more fully, not because you seek happiness from these things, but because you bring happiness to them. Thus, let the law of freedom from suffering guide you towards a life of enlightened freedom. It is a journey that requires vigilance, courage, and continuous self-reflection, but one that promises an existence defined by profound peace and fulfilling independence. Practice this law, and watch as your life transforms into an expression of true freedom, unanchored by the ephemeral and anchored instead in the eternal. The fifth law is the law of inner divinity, which asserts that within you resides a sacred essence, a core of divine truth and love. This law invites you to recognize yourself not merely as a participant in the universe, but as a conduit of its profoundest mysteries and grandeur. You are called to embrace the reality that within your spirit lies the potential to reflect and manifest the cosmos's depth and beauty. To truly live by this principle, you must undertake the profound task of living authentically according to your inner light and wisdom. This action involves stripping away the facades and societal masks that obscure your true self. It requires you to delve into the depths of your being, to discover the values and truths that resonate most deeply with your soul, and to courageously live in alignment with these discoveries. For example, if deep listening and empathetic understanding are core aspects of your inner divinity, you might choose professions or relationships that allow you to express these qualities fully and meaningfully. The outcome of embodying the law of inner divinity is transformative not only on a personal scale, but on a universal one. By aligning your life with the divine qualities within you, love, truth, compassion, you do more than create a life of authenticity. You transform your every expression, action, and interaction into a manifestation of universal truths. Your presence and way of being become a mirror reflecting the divine to others, thereby inspiring and inviting them to explore and accept their own inner divinity. This process of transformation is continuous and dynamic. It challenges you to constantly seek deeper self-awareness and to refine your actions and intentions. Living according to this law means that your personal growth directly contributes to the elevation of collective human consciousness. Each choice made from a place of divine alignment sends ripples through the fabric of reality, subtly shaping the world into a more loving and truthful place. By accepting your inner divinity, you forge a life that stands as a beacon of possibility. You show others that beyond the mundane existences dictated by fear and conformity lies a vibrant realm where life is lived from a place of profound internal truth. Your journey becomes a testament to the power of divine love in action, proving that human existence can transcend its perceived limitations and touch the sublime. Therefore, let the law of inner divinity guide you to a life of greater meaning and impact. Recognize the divine within you and live in such a way that your every deed and word speaks of the love and truth that you embody. This is not just a path of personal fulfillment, but a mission, a sacred duty to lift yourself and others into the luminous embrace of universal truth. Welcome this duty with both humility and courage, for it is the essence of your highest calling. The sixth law is the law of purposeful existence, which dictates that each individual is woven into the fabric of the universe with a unique divine purpose. This purpose is not a mere suggestion of potential, but a mandate of spirit, deeply embedded within your essence. You are not an accident of biology nor a random occurrence. You are a deliberate creation, meant to manifest and fulfill a specific role that contributes to the broader cosmic play. To engage with this principle, you must first start a journey of healing your personal wounds, those scars that may hinder you from fully recognizing or pursuing your divine purpose. This healing process is crucial. It involves peeling away the layers of pain, doubt, and trauma that cloud your vision, restricting your ability to see and embrace your true calling. Consider, for instance, the transformative power of therapy, spiritual counseling, or meditative practices that help clear these obstructions, allowing your inner light to shine forth unimpeded. Once you have begun to heal, the next step under this law is to actively share your unique gifts with the world. These gifts, which are as varied as humanity itself, might manifest as artistic expression, a knack for communication, innovative problem-solving, or an empathetic capacity to heal others. Whatever your gifts, they are not meant to be hoarded or hidden, but are intended to be actively cultivated and generously shared. This action is not merely an act of self-expression, but a form of service, a way of contributing to the creation of heaven on earth. The outcome of living according to the law of purposeful existence is profound. By healing yourself and stepping into your role as a bearer of unique divine gifts, you contribute to the transformation of the world. Your personal evolution sparks a chain reaction, inspiring and facilitating change in others. This ripple effect can lead to a collective elevation of human consciousness, where more individuals awaken to and act upon their divine purposes. The aggregated impact of each person living out their purpose is monumental, leading to a societal transformation that mirrors the harmony, beauty, and boundless love of what many envision as heaven on earth. Therefore, adopt the law of purposeful existence with a fierce commitment to uncover, cultivate, and generously share your unique divine gifts. Recognize that each step you take on this path not only fulfills your personal destiny, but also helps to shape a world that reflects the highest ideals of humanity. This is your call to not only discover and manifest your purpose, but to live a life that actively contributes to the grand vision of what humanity might become. The seventh law is the law of abundant health, which asserts that health, in its most expansive sense, is a natural state of being. The prevalent perception of health as scarce, something to be fiercely competed for in a society that glorifies scarcity, is a profound illusion that distorts human behavior and societal structures. This law invites you to reject the myth of scarcity in all its forms and to welcome the inherent abundance that life offers. To live by this law, you must first align yourself with the natural cycles of life, recognizing that health flows from harmony with these cycles. This means acknowledging the rhythms of rest and activity, of consumption and fasting, and of giving and receiving that characterize all of nature. For instance, just as fields are left to rest to restore their fertility, so too must you allow yourself periods of rest and rejuvenation to maintain your health. Similarly, just as ecosystems thrive on diversity and the generous exchange of resources, you are called to adopt a lifestyle that values diversity in diet, activity, and social interactions, and to engage generously in the sharing of your resources. The action required here is twofold. First, cultivate practices that honor your body's natural rhythms and needs. This could mean adopting a diet rich in varied whole foods that are in season, integrating regular physical activity, that aligns with your body's needs and ensuring sufficient rest and recovery. Second, extend the principle of generosity in your interactions with others. Share not only material resources, but also your time, energy, and knowledge generously, fostering a community spirit that affirms the abundance of health. The outcome of embodying the law of abundant health is a life lived in deep harmony with the abundance that nature perennially offers. By aligning yourself with this abundance and actively rejecting the mindset of scarcity, you foster environments where health is not hoarded but shared, not purchased but cultivated. This shift has profound implications not only for individual well-being but for societal health at large. Communities that operate on principles of abundance and generosity create systems of support where resources are freely exchanged. Knowledge about health-promoting practices is widely disseminated, and members are empowered to take proactive roles in maintaining their well-being. Living according to the law of abundant health transforms your understanding of what it means to be healthy. Health is no longer seen as merely the absence of disease, but as a vibrant state of physical, mental, and social well-being, nurtured within a supportive community that values generosity and interconnectedness. Thus, adopt this seventh law with the knowledge that your actions contribute to a larger movement towards a healthier, more harmonious world. Recognizing that each choice to live generously, to share abundantly, and to synchronize with life's natural rhythms is a step towards dismantling the illusions of scarcity, laying the foundations for a society that truly thrives on the abundance of health. As we conclude our exploration of the 7 laws of heaven on earth, it is clear that these principles are not mere philosophical abstractions, but tangible pathways that you can walk every day. Each law, deeply woven into the fabric of the cosmos, invites you to align with a universal order that transcends the ordinary, urging you to live in a manner that is both profoundly personal and expansively universal. You have learned that by embracing the interconnectedness of all life through the law of oneness and healing, you not only nurture your own health but also contribute to the collective well-being. The law of bodily wisdom has taught you to listen deeply to your physical and spiritual cues, using them as guides to face life's complexities. With the law of love and shadow, you've seen how welcoming the full spectrum of love, including its painful aspects, enriches your emotional experiences and growth. By adopting the law of freedom from suffering, you've discovered how to transcend earthly attachments and embrace a life of peace and contentment. The law of inner divinity has called you to acknowledge and manifest the divine essence within, leading a life that radiates authenticity and spiritual truth. In practicing the law of purposeful existence, you've learned to recognize and fulfill your unique role in this grand cosmic play, enhancing the world with your presence and actions. Finally, the law of abundant health has revealed the illusion of scarcity, encouraging you to live in harmony with nature's cycles and to foster a community based on sharing and health. Now, armed with the profound wisdom of these laws, you are not just a passive observer of life, but an active creator of your reality. Each decision you make, each action you take, is a brushstroke in the masterpiece that is your life on this earth. You have the power to create not just moments of personal joy and enlightenment, but also to contribute to a global transformation, a world that reflects the paradisiacal beauty and harmony of the laws you embody. I urge you then to share your journey, to tell your stories of transformation and challenge. Let your life be an open book from which others can draw inspiration, courage, and insight. In sharing your experiences, you not only validate your own path, but also light a way for others to follow. This is your call to action. Live the laws, embody the principles, and share your narrative with the world. In doing so, you participate in the creation of a collective heaven on earth, a place where each person is empowered to live in accordance with the highest truths of the universe. Step forward with courage and conviction, for your story is the key that can unlock not just your own potential, but also that of the world.